So today we are here to answer all those types of questions. So this episode is going to be completely dedicated to what it looks like to become a Christ centered coach. So, okay, let's just get started with the backstory a little bit. Let me just tell you how this came about and what it is. Okay. Now, I have been a life coach for over 20 years, actually, even longer than that, but let's just keep it at 20. Okay. Uh, and I started life coaching back right out of college. And it's always been part of what I've done. In my very young years, I was president of the Adler School of Professional Coaching, and I had the opportunity to be the uh, International Coach Federation Phoenix chapter president, and just did a lot of fantastic things. Then I kind of closed down my career to raise my favorite two clients, my children, my amazing girls, but I always did coaching for those who knew about me. So I always kept going, but I kind of stepped away from all the other responsibilities. And then a few years ago, it just hit me that I am getting older and I coach in such a different way. And the spirit was just really working on me that I needed to share this with other people, that other people needed to know how to be able to do this. Because in my coaching, I have had the beautiful opportunity of learning how to put Christ right at the center of the session. And notice how we always just invite the Savior, and that is always a very, very sacred responsibility and sacred thing. We do not take this lightly at all. And we do not take any of the glory or the honor. That all goes to Jesus. And we are thankful to be able to work in this space. And that's what we do. As Christ centered coaches, we hold the space for the client to step in and get inspiration and guidance from the Savior Jesus Christ, because he is the one who is going to help them to make their changes. We believe that the real change is made through the client and Christ. We just help to facilitate it in any way that we can. And man, do miraculous things happen. So that's a little bit about it. Finally, in 2021 is when I actually launched Christ Centered Coaches. I took about 3 years of preparation, $10,000, and you know, in just getting myself and my ideas of how I wanted to do this up to par, and then we launched in 2021. And since then, we have actually trained hundreds of life coaches, and the experiences that they have had are just so special, and just miraculous things happen in people's lives. And it's like I said, it's just such an honor to be part of people's journey in this way. So, here is what it looks like to become a certified Christ centered coach. First of all, you join us for an 8-week training where you learn about our principles and framework that we use here at Christ Centered Coaches. And during that time, you also have an opportunity to be m- um, a guest, not really a member, but a guest at our Coaches Guild. Our Coaches Guild is for members who have graduated from CCC, and it's how they continue to work on their skills and stay connected. It's a meeting, and it's also our guild has all kinds of things to it. But one of the things that people really love is that every Tuesday night at 6:30 we meet on Zoom and we increase our learning and our study in what it is that we're doing. All of our meetings start with prayer. The first question that you'll be asked after a coaching session happens is, how did the coach invite the Savior? That's always the very first question that we look for, is, how did the coach invite the Savior? And that is just number one when it comes to our philosophies and our principles and our framework. So you have that 8-week training. It's all done, your pre-recorded training that you get to watch, whenever you want. midnight or whatever works for you. And there's homework assignments each week in each one of these 8-week modules. And so you really go through as a group, but it's not live so that you can do it at your own pace and at your own time. And during those 8 weeks, you will actually coach one person because one of my strong, strong things here at CCC, Christ Centered Coaches, is that you don't just learn something. You don't just, oh, that was nice. We learned that. Oh, and then you don't do anything with it. We get you over that hump of coaching someone so that you've had your first experience because the first one is always the hardest, right? So, you do only have to have one coaching client, and you'll only coach them for 3 sessions. So, it's not that bad, and it can be, somebody that you know, it can be a family member, or you can be really brave and you can put out on your social media that, "Hey, I'm becoming a life coach who wants to be my practice client." So, that's the initial 8-week training. And then we have a few other trainings that you're invited to do that are just modules that you do on your own after you've completed our initial 8-week training. And then you can apply to our 8-week coach certification program. And that's an additional 8 weeks where you go through and become a certified Christ-centered coach. And that one is by application only, and it is more intense. You'll be coaching more people. This one is where you learn the skills. This is kind of for like anybody who wants to learn about this and use it in their own relationships, in their parenting, with their spouse, with anyone who wants to make their relationships better, their relationship with the Savior. So that's what this initial 8-week training is. Then there's a couple trainings that you can pick from in the middle, and then you apply to our certification program, which is an additional 8 weeks, lots more intense for those who want to become a certified life coach. Those ones are also done at your own pace so that you can, they're pre recorded so that you can do them whenever you feel comfortable. You will be coaching more people, and we also will be making a video of you coaching so that we can see that you really know the skills by the end. And we evaluate that to determine if you become a certified life coach. Now, we're not going to turn you away. We may just help you with a few more skills, right? And then once you become a certified Christ centered coach, we ask that you stay a part of our Coaches Guild. If you are going to use our seal and our stuff, we want you to be able to stay up on it and to be able to be really using it well. So, part of this training is that you stay a member of the guild so that you're staying up to date on what's happening in coaching. You're getting practice. The first Tuesday of every month is what we call Coach the Coach, where you come, everybody goes out into Zoom rooms and they practice life coaching because we don't want you to just learn this. We want you to do it and stay up on your skills, right? So, that is a little bit about the process. And we would love to have you. If you just want to do the initial 8-week training, come and do that. Or if you would think you want to become a certified Christ centered coach, we would love to have you too. So just come. We love to have more in our community. And we invite all of you to just come check it out. I know it will be life changing. I haven't had anybody who hasn't just fallen in love with it. So come. We want you.